Man, it is a beautiful day in the Commonwealth. I sure hope I don't get nuked. Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fallout 4. Huh? A couple of months ago, I played through the main story. I might be a little late to the punch, but now I'm back to play the only worthwhile DLC. Today, I will travel to the distant horror that is Maine. What? Here, I shall follow in the footsteps of my founding fathers by delicately uprooting and relocating the local populations, creating vast swaths of development-ready land, which will be further utilized to augment and improve customer-company relations. Finally, I will become a great mediator, bringing peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new island. And just because I like drama, here's a completely reasonable and totally not overhyped trailer for this story.
This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Detective Agency. We've got a new case and it sounds urgent.
Damn it! Come in! I know you're listening on the other end. Where is she? Where is my daughter?
You're that mainlander who just got here. Better watch yourself. Cause this island sees and hears everything you do.
I must go down to the sea again, to the lonely sea in the sky. And all I ask is a tall ship and a star to steer by.
There's something wrong here. What could be in those memories that he would leave them behind? Is there really something in them that's dangerous?
I'm starting to see things more clearly. What I've done goes against all of our ideals. I even hid it from myself.
What should have happened long ago? Adam's holy fog will overrun the town. Far Harbor will be no more.
You call murdering
Lockdown
one of ours
complete.
peace?
Commencing launch in 5.
We kill every last one of them, just to be sure.
I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
I've gotten word about a settlement that's being threatened by one of our settlements. I've gotten word about a settlement that's being threatened. I've got something else for you to look into.
After waking from my terrible, nightmare-filled slumber, I, like all screenagers of the post-apocalyptic wasteland, instantly checked my Pip-Boy. I wonder how long that's been there. Well, I'm sure it's not that urgent.
We've got a new case and it sounds urgent.
I started my journey across the wasteland, and after a perilous voyage, I reached the Great Green Jewel of Diamond City. There, I met with Ellie. After getting all the information,
Nakano didn't leave many details.
Yep. Go ahead.
The Nakano residence.
Yes.
I traveled to the beach and met Mr. Nakano. After some penetrating questions and deep research, I uncovered the full story. First, Kasumi, daughter of the Nakanos, had a rough childhood. She had a grandpa who liked gadgets, but Mr. and Mrs. Nakano didn't, so grandpa just indoctrinated Kasumi instead. The two of them fixed stuff together, but then he went to take a permanent slumber. Grief-stricken, Kasumi locked herself in his boathouse. There, she found 19 copies of the 2007 cult classic, Billy the Wizard, Rocket Broomstick Racing, and also a radio. Through the radio, she spoke to a mysterious group. They were saints. Once more, she was indoctrinated, so she took a boat and headed to the refuge. Now, I just needed to find her, so I got into Mr. Nakano's boat and headed north. The boat took me up the Atlantic coast, all the way to Maine, where a group of settlers had fortified a dock to escape the island's radioactive fog. They called this small community, built in the remains of Bar Harbor, a very original name of Far Harbor. Here, all 2 of their annual visitors could meet and barter with many people. They could purchase a firearm from the calm and collected Alan Lee, have a drink and find a bed at the last plank, never barter with Brooks, be forced to speak to Teddy Wright, get underpaid by the Mariner, and have a reality-based conversation with the sane Cassie Dalton. Upon my arrival, I was greeted by Captain Avery, but she isn't much of a captain. She doesn't even drive the boat. Suddenly, an alarm sounded, conveniently introducing me to the... What ensued was a swift and unavoidable extraction of the local fauna, resulting in the ensured safety of all Far Harbor residents. Captain Avery thanked me for my good deeds and inquired for more help, but I was dispossessed in the search for Kasumi, so I made the journey up to the synth sanctuary of Acadia. Inside, I was greeted by a mass of computers. What could one be using all these monitors for? I also met the man who uses all of them. DiMA is a synth prototype, just like Nick Valentine. They were both created to test if synths were capable of independent thought. While Nick was given the personality of a cop who lived before the war, DiMA was able to form his own personality based on his experiences, leaving him with an entirely different construct. With his newfound consciousness, DiMA could not bear the sight of his brother Nick being brutally and involuntarily tested by the Institute.
Oh no!
So he escaped, eventually founding the synth refuge, Acadia. Something here seemed to be really off.
Yeah.
What secrets is this computer man hiding?
Nothing.
Probably nothing. Well, if anyone was going to know where Kasumi was, it was him. So I initiated a conversation that went a little something like this. Hello, Mr. Synthman. Where can I find a missing person?
All we want is to live in peace. We aren't a threat to anyone.
Okay. But where's the child?
I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation. They all take their toll on the mind.
Dude, just tell me where she is.
Of course. Kasumi is usually working down below.
Okay. Well, that was scary. I descended into the compound and had a chat with Kasumi. I told her to go home, and she agreed. And that was that. The DLC was complete. Unfortunately, it wasn't that easy. Kasumi's spidey senses had been tingled by this island, and she wouldn't return home until she knew what secrets were being hidden. To quell Kasumi's suspicions, I made my way back upstairs and bypassed the security measures on the technician's terminal. Here, I found information that could prove Kasumi's fears true. Well, aside from that, there was some information on DiMA being buddy-buddy with the previous leader of the Children of Adam. It seems that he removed and stored his original memories in the nuclear submarine bunker where they reside. I'm sure he was just running out of storage, and that's why he needed to offload them. Surely he didn't do anything mischievous. As my first course of action, I obviously went and confronted DiMA about these secrets. He was like, yes, I did store those memories there. Actually, let me help you in your journey to find my deepest, darkest secrets that even I was too scared to keep hold of. I made the perilous journey across the main hellscape, and upon reaching the submarine bunker, I was conveniently introduced to the brutality of the Children of Adam.
You need to prove your faith.
I would have to approach this situation very carefully. Hey, what do you want? Can I join your cult? Yeah, just gotta drink our special liquid first. Okay. Well, that was easy. Before they would let me join, I just needed to prove that I was worthy by drinking their special sauce.
Huh? I like my cheese drippy, bruh.
What? Upon entering the base, I was greeted by... After paying my respects, I headed deeper into the base. I wonder why DiMA would have placed his memories behind a minefield. I don't know. After fighting through, I made it to the memories, and after suffering through the lowest level of hell, I finally had access to the secrets that DiMA couldn't bear to carry.
Memory file identification 0V-9AX0. Converted to audio transcription. Beginning playback.
Things are not going well with Far Harbor. Several of my people have been assaulted, spat at, interrogated for no reason. This is getting out of control. But there's still a chance they can learn to trust us. We just need one of their own who's on our side. I can't let anyone know what I'm about to do. I'll need to set up the equipment far away from Acadia. It'll double as a place to bury the evidence.
Well, shucks, that doesn't sound too good. You know, I now understand why he hid those memories, but if DiMA had really replaced someone in Far Harbor, that would be a little unforgivable. Well, I guess we'll have to find out. I headed to the Vim Pop Factory, and after fighting my way through a couple of super mutants, I made my way down to DiMA's facility. There, I found something truly massive. I guess DiMA did fall through and replace the original, not a real captain, Avery. This was quite the predicament. So, I sought the advice of Kasumi, and following her instructions, I confronted DiMA. Hey, you killed the original Captain Avery, and replaced her with a synth. Yes. Now we are left with quite the situation. To create peace on the island, I was presented with a couple of options. For Far Harbor, I could keep DiMA's secret, tell Far Harbor and risk them attacking Acadia, or turn off their power and let the fog consume them. For the children of Adam, I could work with DiMA to replace the High Confessor with a synth, work with the children, and take out Far Harbor, or blow up the nuke. So, it seems there were only 3 real options to continue with. Option 1. Keep the most people alive by working with DiMA to replace the High Confessor. Option 2. Take out the children of Adam and make DiMA face punishment, or take out Far Harbor and not worry about it. Option 3. Blow up everything. And option 4. I don't know how that got there. Well, anyway, the third option was quite tempting. After all, I was only here to bring Kasumi home, but I would have to think it over. While thinking, I went to help out the people of Far Harbor.
I need tools.
Yep.
A cargo freight.
Got it.
So you gather up a bunch of the carapaces.
Okay.
Feral ghouls.
Yes.
A huge monster.
All right.
Some trappers.
Yeah.
Captain's dance.
Sure.
We need land.
Roger.
Check up on him.
On it.
Also, I helped Acadia out.
There's a boat along the coast of the island.
Got it.
We were expecting a new synth to arrive.
Roger.
You want reason to meet?
There's a courser sniffing around.
Sure.
And I hear screaming. I think it's me screaming.
Yep.
Some level, I fucking knew it.
And finally, the children of Adam.
There is a woman.
Okay.
You should tell Richter and the others that I'm dead.
But if you could convince him to quit.
Sure. I am Adam's messenger.
It's the Vim Pop Factory.
All right. Hell yeah.
There is a member of our little community.
On it.
You can pretend this never happened.
I'll tell him everything's above board.
After all of that, it was time to decide the fate of the island. So, with the temptation of that third option, I quickly chose option 2.
This guy stinks!
I met with DiMA and made him face justice. We walked down to Far Harbor, and it got quite tense with Alan Lee trying to convince the people to march up on Acadia.
Then burn his whole goddamn Acadia to the ground!
But luckily, they had sided with me because I had been so helpful.
See the hull? That's thanks to the mainlander.
You even remember who did the captain's dance?
Mainlander cleared my thought. Avenged my family.
Remember who cleared the lumber mill?
The strangers always steered us right.
The harbor's spoken. Murder's a serious crime. There's only the one punishment for it.
So, with the secrets of the island being revealed and wrapped up, I returned to Kasumi and brought her home to her parents. But I wasn't quite done yet. Before Far Harbor could see peace, there was one last loose end to settle.
Missile launch sequence initiated. Blast doors sealing in 30 seconds.